This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivation.
Yeah.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Patterson's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. Off play action. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. On first down, Stafford here. Open man is Atwell, complete.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have regained the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. To throw again is Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Stafford on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Is there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Here's Smith to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. That is caught. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell from 17 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Stidham's throw caught here by Dulcich. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6.
It's a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Into the red zone. Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Stidham's going to set up to throw this. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Stidham being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. On first down, Stidham. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close the...
Easily see how many players you need to cut this week. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
Can I talk my...
Come on.
That other